Hey guys, this is Joe Boggs at Life with No Box, where we want to help you create a life that you don't need a vacation from. There's a lot of network marketers out there and want to help them out, but definitely want to talk about the health and wellness space today. It's very big and want to go over some tips to help crush it in that health and wellness arena. So we're going to go ahead and start with that. And the first one is about educating more. A lot of times we get caught up in talking about every single ingredient in our products, this herb and this special ingredient that nobody's ever heard of, and where we know that they are beneficial to people. Most people don't care. What they care about is, can you help them? So what we want to do is not tell everything about the products, because that's not going to help sell the product. What we want to do is figure out how we can help that person. So we want to become a health and wellness authority. And what I mean by that is look at things in the industry that are hot. Look at things that people are looking for and what may help them in their day-to-day life, because that's what people care about is, will it help them? And the way that we can do that is what I call ILT. And I learned this from somebody. And what that means is I is for invest, L is for learn, and T is for teach. So if we want to build our businesses, if we want to help people, we have to invest in the things that are going to help get us there. So, books, webinars, courses that we take, seminars that we take all that information in. These are things that we have to learn, and you learn that information, and then you turn back around and you teach it to people, and you literally become the authority in that area. And that'll really help them be more bonded to you and want you to help them out. They want to see if you are real and you are the person to help them out, because there's lots of information floating around out there, and a lot of times people don't know who to believe, and they want to go with somebody they can trust. All right, so number two is this is a really interesting one, is pay attention at the grocery store. So there's companies out there that pay thousands upon thousands of dollars to set up their tags for these magazines that are at the checkout counters. The ones at the checkout counters have the hot topics on them. So you want to look at these and use the headlines that are on there. And if it pertains to what you are passionate about or the product that your company works with, then you want to use those headlines. Shrink your waist 5 inches in 6 weeks. That's going to catch people's attention. But the key with this is take it to the next level. Shoot a video. Facebook Live is a really big thing now that people are going to, and the algorithm on Facebook is bringing that up to the top and allowing your people on Facebook to see that on their news feeds, and they get cued into it, and they get a flag when you go live. So that's something that's real important. You can use these headlines to help you build your business and make it real exciting. But the key with that is you want to have a call to action at the end of your video. How can they reach out to you? How can they follow you? How can they connect with you? That is key. If people don't know how to get in touch with you, if they don't know where they can go to get more information, then they're not going to. So you want to put that call to action out there. The next thing is get friends to support your endeavor. A lot of times, your upline will talk about reaching out to friends and family. And the challenge with that is that a lot of times we reach out from the standpoint of wanting people to join our business to be business builders because we think somebody would be great at that. Well, a lot of times that's weird. That gets a little bit in your face. It gets a little bit into people's personal lives, and they're not ready for that. And especially when we're first starting out, we don't have enough information to share with them. So the best thing to do is reach out to people in your network of friends and family and just ask for their support. You could say something like, hey, I'm selling these products that are really helping people with X, Y, and Z. Can I count on you to support me and at least get a 30 to 60 day supply to test it out to see if you like it? If you don't like it after 30 to 60 days, then I won't ever bug you again about it, but I do think you'll love it. I need testimonials, and I would love to have you try these out. So if you come at somebody like that, it's like doing Girl Scout cookies or something else where people want to help you out. And family members want to help you out as well. What I would steer away from is trying to just give people samples and here, try this little sample out. say, hey, listen, most companies have a money back guarantee on the products, and say, listen, please sign up for a system. I know it'll help you out. If for some reason it doesn't, you'll get your money back and no harm, no foul. But I think to get the full benefit, you need to try out the system that I'm talking about. Would you do that for me? And so, like I said, don't hammer them about the business. Just ask them to put the products in their body and with no obligations at all. All right. So another big one, another thing that I see out there, what we call a network marketing mistake. Stop mentioning your company on social media. Don't put the name of your company on social media. And it's not that it's illegal or anything like that. It's you're not creating curiosity. You want to create curiosity for people because when you mention your company and you're not a top earner already, anyone that was interested is just going to go Google it before they reach out to you. And as you know, if you Google something, what people are looking for, they're looking for negative. You can find negative on anything out there. And a lot of times it's false. It's people that misunderstand what the products are or what they've done, or maybe they had a bad experience because they didn't follow them correctly. You just never know what's going on. But if somebody Googles it, they will find negatives. And more often than not, if they find a negative, they're not going to contact you. So you want to raise curiosity on your page. And you want to talk about the education and the benefits of using your system and going back to what we talked about educating people on health and wellness. So you want to talk about those things and raise that curiosity, because the biggest thing is you want them messaging you and say, hey, what's this all about? What are you doing? How can I get more information? And that's when you take it offline. You're either going to do it through private message, which I don't recommend doing that for long. Your biggest thing that you can do is get that person on the phone or meet them face to face and talk about it, because they can see that you're real. They can see that you're passionate or hear that you're passionate about it. And it means something. There's some validity to that when they're actually talking to you and they know that you've done your research and you've learned and you've actually had a great experience with it. So that'll really help you out. Now, we like to go above and beyond. So instead of just 4 tips, I wanted to add another one on here. One of the big tips to build your business is to connect on social media. Social media is huge, and there's so many avenues for that, for Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and YouTube and LinkedIn, those types of places. So what I like to do is I like to friend 10 new people every day just to connect with them. Okay, I don't have an agenda. I'm not mentioning my products. I'm not mentioning my business. I literally am just connecting with new people. And for me, it's a lot of people that have mutual friends. And so I kind of have an idea of what they may be into. I may check out their page and see if they're a positive person or if they're into health and wellness or fitness, things along that line. And it may mesh with what I do, but I'm not going to mention my product. I'm going to friend them. And when they accept, I'm actually going to send them a private message when they accept. And I'm going to say something along the lines of, hey, I really appreciate you connecting with me. I've met some great people on here. I look forward to getting to know you. And, if you found something on their page that, interested you, like, hey, I saw that you just recently went on a trip, or I just saw that you were in a race or a competition or something like that, I'd love to learn more about that. Tell me how you got started with that. So it's just a way to connect. And hopefully they'll come back to you and ask you what you're doing. And you may talk about it, but if it never gets to that, you just don't make it weird. Just don't push it. But now they're on your radar. They're connected. You're going to show up on their news feed. They're going to show up on yours. And so you're proactive about it. So that's the tips that I have today. I appreciate you taking your time out. Once again, you want to brand yourself. So if you've enjoyed what you've learned today, I'd love you connect with me. I'm on Facebook. You see there, Joe Boggs DC. I'm on LinkedIn. It's Joe Boggs. Instagram, Life with No Box. And I have a YouTube channel that's Joe Boggs. If you search for that, or you can call me or text me down below. But anything I can do to help out, reach out. Would love to help you. If you're looking to grow this type of business, or if this is something that interests you, would love to help you out. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.